By tear gas the way we always have. They don't know.
But I'm like the perfect guy to be single because
Creating ways for men to come together.
boom, we're here. We are here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody on Instagram Live, what's going on? How we looking, Matt? We look good? Beautiful. If you're listening, rate, share, subscribe. If you're listening, you could also watch on BigMood TV. We're trying to get our following up there. You know, we want to share with you. We're creating this stuff. We have Matt here who has been doing a dope job on this podcast for years now, and we create this content. You know, most people on Instagram see clips and whatnot there, but we'd love to. You can watch the whole episode on BigMood TV. Also, share this podcast, and you know we want to connect with you. We're shooting heart laser beams out at you, trying to love on you. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. So what's going on? Sending lots of love. Oh, what's up, Summer? How you doing? Oh, so much love. So much love. Thank you. I'll say, my friends, we're back. We haven't recorded in like 2 weeks. 3 weeks? We haven't recorded in 3 weeks. It's been a minute. So we're here. We're here. We're going to catch up on what's been going on in life. We're going to talk about love and intimacy and other things. And maybe the last podcast we did, I talked so much shit. I talked so much shit about life and just like having kids and doing drugs and just all the things that are just nonsensical to talk about. So, you know, I think we're going to do a little bit more serious this time, and check in and tap in on something more parts of everything, you know? So we're here. We're here. What's going on, everybody on Instagram Live? So intimacy. What that be? You know, I think that I'll just make this blanket statement. Super bad, super generalization. But I think men in their 20s and early 30s have a challenging time with the word intimacy. It's mistaken for sex all the time. Intimacy are interchangeable between sex and actually human connection. Some people love that way. One of my love languages is physical touch. So sex is very loving to me, you know, and being treated well sexually is loving to me. So that is the level of intimacy, and that we're not going to completely separate the two. But what I've learned about intimacy is non-sexual intimacy has been so rewarding over the last year and a half. Being able to connect with people and as friends, with women especially, because some of my best friends are all women, or some of my best friends are women. You know, and to connect in a non-sexual way, to connect in just a friendly way, and to be able to chat and converse and connect. You know, even with my partner, we're able to tap in and connect and communicate. You know, hanging out and doing, you know, the minutia of the day. We're able to spend time in each other's presence, living life together. And that's what intimacy has been over the last couple months, you know, and over the last year, connecting with people and building relationships with people that have no exchange. There are exchanges of energy, but there are no exchange of money. There are no exchange of validation. There are exchanges of affirming. It's an affirming relationship. I see you, and you see me. That's been the intimacy that I've been tapping into over the last year and a half. Just connecting with seeing one another, both men and women, and how good it feels to be seen. How good it feels to be seen. You know, I didn't feel like that for a long time. I felt like I was wearing a cloak of the person I used to be. And it hurt. That hurts. That hurts. I'll tell you that. Some people still know me as a certain kind of person. I used to be, speak about it openly. I used to be a savage when it comes to women, man, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. You know, I was a liar. I was a manipulator. I was a cheater. And it wasn't because I'm a bad person. It was because I was hurting. I explained that to the people I care about. I was hurting in that time. And to be honest, the stuff that I was doing, the cheating and the lying and manipulating was hurting me more than it was hurting other people. Other people get to move on from that. But me as an introspective person, as someone who's reflective, someone who's always internally looking for more about myself and learn more about myself, um, it was hurting me. It was killing me. That life was killing me. And then it hurt other people, and then watching them hurt was killing me. So I've actually gotten to take the time to do some soul searching. What is it about me? What is it about me that's missing that needs to fill my heart up with with the external? And I've talked about that ad nauseum on here. Just filling your life up with the external things, your job, your money, your clothes, then women, and money, property, prestige. Um, so I wonder what it was. Actually, looking back, I know what it was about me at the time. I was sad. I was a sad guy, and I never. So if we really look back at it, we talk about sex addiction all the time on here. I wish more people took the time to listen to those episodes. People listen, but not take the time to like really examine those episodes, because we're speaking about things that are so prevalent that people don't even acknowledge are prevalent because they're so business as usual. It's part of the minutia of life. Being addicted to porn. It's part of the minutia. But if the original point, going back to where that sadness comes from in regards to sexual matters, is my own sexual trauma and the trauma response to that, and the hypersexuality to that, and trying to prove things to myself out of that. Um, and I never, my stuff came up at 25. It didn't come up. I didn't think about it when I was 15, 13, 16, 20. It started to come up when I was 25, and I was like, whoa, this is what happened, and, um, looking back now, extrapolating my life, looking back and seeing like that was the way I've been behaving has been a response to the way I was treated. Let that bitch breathe. But yeah, the way I behaved was a direct reflection of the way I was treated as a person, as a young man, and treated, and all the trauma plays a part in it. And people, we get to acknowledge that all the trauma makes us who we are, and makes us, we all have a response to it. And I think everybody's got a response to it, even in secret. It may not be I expose everything about myself, because that's what keeps me clean. Is exposing my life and telling people about what's going on. What's up, Mandy? Exposing my life keeps me clean. Sharing everything that I'm up to and everything I've done keeps me with a clean heart. No one's going to come out of the woodworks and say, Eric's been this way, Eric's been that way. I told you. I told you what I've done. There's no secrets. No secrets. I'm not over here pretending I didn't do those things. Thank you. I'm not over here pretending I didn't do those things, I was a certain way. But now I make sure I'm in a relationship that I make sure I don't repeat those mistakes. I don't want to hurt anybody else. And I'm hurting less, to be honest with you. I'm hurting a lot less. I feel way better about who I am as a person, and it makes me want to treat other people, you know, with respect and reverence. I do alliteration quite a bit, right, Matt? Respect for, I like say the same. I do that all the time. What's going on? What does that mean? What does that mean, my friend? Talking to someone on live. ODAAT. I don't know what that means. Anyway, the way we treat others is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Period. You know. Um, If you're hurting, one day at a time. Thank you. Thank you. If you're hurting, the only way you're gonna navigate the world through that painful lens, through that unhealed lens. And you're gonna look at things more defensively. You're gonna see people experiencing you, and you're gonna be defensive because you're coming from that place of hurt. You're going to gonna get you're gonna be in survival mode. You're gonna be hyper vigilant. Thank you. You're gonna be hyper vigilant and think everybody's trying to get things from you, or you trying to get things from other people. When you're coming from a hurt place, when you're coming from that hurt place, it's about what you can get from others because you're surviving, and that's what surviving is about. It's like, how can I get mine? Sometimes that getting mine is sex. Sometimes that's being a shark at work and taking advantage of people you work with and bullying people you work with. You know, so we're all just trying to get our needs met. But when we're in our unhealed self, the needs we need to get met are a false sense of security. Ooh, I've been dropping bars today. Damn, that was dope. Excuse me, who the fuck am I? But the needs we don't have met, the needs we believe that need to be met, are wrap us up in the level of safety. You know, like the sex need, the drugs need, the thank you bars, the needs, those worldly needs. I'll put it that way. The worldly needs, the things that are as ancient as time that we're encouraged not to lean into. We lean into when we're coming from a place of hurt. You know, when we come from that place, we do what we need to do to to be okay. And I can fully acknowledge that during the roughest times of my life, I was doing what I needed to be doing to be okay, and that's what everybody's doing. Some people are, doing it in less harmful ways, but everybody's doing what they knew they need to do to be okay. For me, the validation from women was so necessary into my psyche because I didn't feel any affirmation within myself. I didn't feel seen as a person in a substantial way. So the validation provided a false sense of security. I am somebody. The women want to have sex with me. I am somebody. I have something that people want. Meanwhile, people wanted things from me in a positive way. It's people who liked me. It's women who liked me, and they liked who I was, and they liked who I was capable of, and liked who I could become, Never fall in love with the potential, by the way. Never fall in love with the potential. But people liked who I was, and I hurt those people too. You know what I mean? Those people got hurt too because they actually cared about me. I cared for them too, but wasn't capable of giving any more of myself to anybody else. I was able to get what I want. And to be honest with you, the way the sex thing worked was very interesting because the way the sex things worked was very interesting because I didn't even like the sex part. There was so many times I'd be sitting at the end of the bed saying, why did I do this? Crying to myself or inside, or go home and crying myself to sleep, saying, what am I doing? But what was validating was the people wanted to talk to me. Women wanted to speak to me. They wanted to speak to me. What's going on, James? People wanted to speak to me. They wanted to know me. And, the feeling of wanting to be known, not in a, yeah, I wanted people to understand who I was, What's good, brother? What's up, James? I love you, bub. But the wanting to be seen, But how does that differ from today? I still want to be seen, but I want to be seen in a way of integrity. I don't want to be seen for the person I was before. I don't want to be seen for my ego either. It's always nice, right? To get a little gas up, to get a little head gas, someone slide in your DMs, show you a little love. It's always nice. But that's not being seen entirely. I don't want to say it's not, because it kind of is, but that wasn't being seen that I needed, Being seen that I needed was to be understood, earnestly understood without any, and really, if I look back at it, the wanting to be seen wasn't on the women who wanted to see me. It was on me to see myself, because it was women who were trying to see me. They were trying to understand me. They're trying to love me. There's women who are trying to love me and trying to see me, and I wasn't capable of acknowledging myself or validating myself or affirming myself. So I was never able to receive the love that people were trying to give me. Because people were. I had a loving partner for 7 years who loved me unconditionally. She loved me to death. And I could not receive what she was trying to give me. Just couldn't receive it. You know? That's work that's the inner work, you know? It's the work we get to do is being, why am I not able to receive this love? Why do I want to sabotage this? Why do I want to continue to do things that are going to harm people? Why can't I receive this love? The hair on my back is growing back and it's so itchy. It's gross. So hairy. Let's let that bitch breathe. But yeah, it's interesting. It's dope to be able to take a look back at your life, be able to break it down into pieces, understand yourself, get to look at yourself, not run away from yourself. And these things are hard to think of. It's hard to think of myself in that painful state because of all the damage that it caused to myself and others. It's hard to think of myself in that state, but it's also positive to change the future. It's also a beautiful opportunity to change the future. So, let's let that bitch breathe. But yeah, life is good. Life is good. And I spoke at a church last week, and let me just tell you, if you're not fully sure why things aren't feeling the way you would like them to feel, take a look at some stuff. Don't hide from yourself anymore. Don't do it. It just hurts other people. It hurts you and hurts other people when you're hiding from yourself. And yourself is going to show. You're going to show up. You're going to show up. You're going to show up eventually, or not. Or actually, how many stories do you hear of the father who dies on his deathbed with all the regret? That's a story as old as time. Leave this earth with all the regret because you didn't take a look at certain things. That was the whole message of when I spoke at the church was take a look at it. Take a look at it. Don't run from yourself. Sometimes I don't want to take a look at it, Sometimes I don't. So I'm not going to front like I'm Mr. fucking figured it out, Sometimes I don't want to take a look at it. But when I'm in my healed body, my highest self, you don't ignore parts of yourself, even the painful ones. That's when I'm in my healed body, But it's all love. It's all love. It's all learning. It's all learning and knowing. Learning and knowing of yourself. It's all learning and a knowing, a deep knowing. And when you make the mistakes, you have a deep understanding and a deep knowing of yourself, And then when you get into a healthier space, you're able to receive yourself in the healthier space and acknowledge yourself in the healthier space. How we doing on time, Matt? 20? Beautiful. Anyway, speaking in that fucking radio voice and that shit. Unless comfortable in your own skin. That's really what it comes down to. Thank you. Thank you. Being comfortable in your own skin. That is a way simpler way of explaining what I just explained. My skin suit was too tight. My skin suit was too tight all day, all my life. It was just like, fuck, just like discontent in my body. I had to strip. I had to have my life broken down and to rebuild it back without the distractions, without the selfish needs and the selfish gains of the world. I had to be rebuilt back from scratch. And I'm still not all the way. Temptation's real, man. Temptation's a real thing. And it doesn't go away. Temptation doesn't go away. It's you're always gonna want to be loved, and you're always gonna want to be acknowledged, or it doesn't go away. Even the most humble people love being seen and love being acknowledged. Everybody does. Just when it becomes harmful to others, then it's time to take a look at it. If you don't want to take a look at it, you may end your life as one of those people full of regret. And I don't want to be that. I want to know that I face my life head on. I want to know that I live my life with 10 toes moving forward. I don't want to run away from my life, I'm good on that. We're going to keep it super short today. Keep it short, succinct. If you're listening, check us out. Check us out. Keep listening. Share the podcast. We want to connect with you. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple what we're trying to do here. We're simply sharing our lives, and people coming on here and sharing their lives in order to feel part of the collective whole. One hair on the same body. We're all sharing to connect. Social media is the fallacy of connection. But we're all posting every day. Please like me, see me, connect with me. That's what we're all doing. This is just the medium I choose to take on. Is where I get to use my words to express who I am as a person, and I get to send it to the world. And to be honest with you, I post these podcasts on Instagram, and I post them on YouTube, and I post them on iTunes, and it's gone. It's into the ether, and it gets to be taken away. I very rarely think about old podcasts. Actually, no, I don't. I listen to all of them back. They're not just like they get put out the same day. They get put out a couple of days later. I listen to them back, but I don't pull them down. Or I don't regret putting them out. Sometimes I'm scared to put them out. You could ask Matt. And Matt, sometimes I'm terrified to put a podcast out. This podcast that I've recorded that I didn't put out. Sometimes it's terrifying, but even when it's scary, most times I put it out, just let it go. I don't even look at my likes, to be honest with you. If you're following me on Instagram, I have no idea if you liked my post or not. I have no idea. How I could have got 20 likes, could have got 1,000 likes. I haven't paid no attention to that at all. Comments, I look at comments that usually people, if they want to communicate with me, they could DM me. And I have a team who run my social media. They tell me I have comments, and they say, go look at your comments. If there's a comment that's some foul shit, I don't even get a chance to look at it. It's gone. 2 comments some fuck shit, it's gone. And you're getting blocked. I did that on purpose. I have people run my Instagram because I create the content, I write the captions, take the photos, obviously, but I have someone schedule the post it on time, all that stuff. And then I give it to them, and then I don't look. I don't know what's going to post tomorrow. I know I wrote it. and I know I took the picture, but I have no idea what's posting tomorrow. I have no idea. Something's gonna cool. Hopefully I look good. Hopefully I look good. But it gets posted and it's off. And if there's dope comments, I'll comment. But it's all scheduled, so you can get to know me in pieces. Once this podcast goes up, the clip goes on Instagram. It's gone. End of that. So doing this podcast is just an opportunity to do a diary, and then have other people come on and do their diary, come and share their life with us. I'm interested too. That's a cool thing. People ask me like, oh, do you interview the people before you interview them? I said, no, never. I ask a few questions. I ask, how do you want me to refer to you? And I always say their name wrong. But I say, what do you want me to introduce you as? And I get what they want to introduce me as. Well, they want me to introduce them as. And then I ask questions honestly, and I'm genuinely curious. So I'm very particular about who I have on the podcast. If I'm not interested in who you are genuinely, it's not going to work. It's not going to translate on a microphone. I've done enough podcasts to know, it's like 200 and some episodes in. I've done enough to know that if I'm not interested in what you're saying, or you're not interesting, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And if it's not interesting, then nobody wants to listen. I don't want to listen, and nobody else wants to listen. You know. So anyway, we try to connect with you. You know. So we're doing, trying to connect with you. If you have any questions, how I could support you, DM me. Oh, we have a mastermind starting the first week of July 4th. A men's gathering mastermind to create to propel ourselves living with intention. Intention is a very powerful word. And maybe that's what I'll talk about next week. Setting intention, living an intentional life. It's the mastermind is on. So if you know any men who want to accelerate in their personal life, their business life, their romantic life, and they want to set intentions on how they want to shift over 90 days, 100 some days, send them to the mastermind, you know? Send them to the mastermind. And you can follow me, Eric_BigMood Coach. If you're on Instagram, you already follow me. If you have more questions, DM me. DM me, holler at me. Even if you don't want to use my services, let's chat. I hop on calls every single day with people who I follow on Instagram. I'm not having everybody want to join my thing. Some people I just want to connect with. If you follow me, I want to know what you do. I want to know who you are, you know? So I hop on calls every single day with the people who follow me and I follow. So if you follow me and you want to know who I am, or I want to know who you are, send me a DM. Let's connect. You know, I say similar thing in messages. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you sharing that with me. It's true. I read every message. Thank you for sharing that with me. And then I say, hey, how can I support you? Or let's hop on a call and understand each other further. So anyway, if you're interested in connecting with me, Eric_BigMood Coach, shoot me a DM. 7-step Think Fit Mastermind. 7-step Think Fit Mastermind is the website. I'll have the website posted on the Instagram, and I'll put it in the description. So if you are interested, you join the mastermind. 14 weeks. Myself and Corey George are coaching the mastermind, so you'll have a group call every Monday with people from all over the world. We're hoping to connect with. Every Monday we'll have a group call, and then you'll have a coaching call with either me, Corey George, or both of us each week. So everybody in the group gets a coaching call and gets a group call, and everything will be recorded so you can connect further on the recordings. If you have to miss a week, you can connect further after missing a week. So yeah, we're trying to create a container for men to connect and propel their lives living with intention. But I'll talk about intention next week. We're out here. All love. Eric_BigMood Coach. BigMood Coach is the website. BigMoodCoach.com is the general website. You catch the podcast, you catch everything on there. It's all love, my friends. Be good.